nervous financial market situation. John, are you concerned that inflation is roaring back in America? I know you always keep an eye on it.
Yes, I am. That is one of the many worries if you want to find things to worry about. There will be bear markets. I would say that there's likely to be 2 major bear markets every 12 years in almost every major nation, including America. But on top of that, there is a long-term trend toward inflation. Now, that too will go in cycles. Sometimes there'll be good years with maybe 1% inflation, other times bad years in America with 15% inflation. But if it averages out to 6% a year, that'll double your cost of living every 12 years, and in 40 years it'll cost you 10 times as much to live as now.
Neither you nor Peter spent a lot of time worrying about market forecasts. Does this market, which you said still looked a little rich to you, look like one that can go up over the next couple of years, or don't you worry about that?
It will go up, but I don't know when it will go up. My analysis is that sometime before the end of 2000, there's a better than even chance that Dow will go above 6,000.
And that'll be either good or bad depending on how much inflation we have between now and then.
Yes.
Peter, how does it look to you, this market overall?
Well, I think Johnson & Johnson's going to double their earnings in the next 6 years. I think the stock will double. I mean,
whatever happens to the stock market, whatever happens to the economy.
I think profits will be good the next few years, and I think the stock market will do well. There is a fear that inflation heats up. That's a fear we'll find out in a couple of years.
What would you avoid?
Well, I think the electric utility industry is definitely in for the competition. It's not the same industry it was. They're being hurt on all fronts. It's not growing. They can't cut costs. I'd rather own telephone utilities like NYNEX or Southwestern Bell.
Thank you both for some wise words at a moment of high nerves in the market. Thanks, Peter Lynch. Thanks, John Templeton. And I hope you'll continue to join me later this evening. Indeed, coming up next on most of these PBS stations, please check your own local listings for a very special hour that could be of vital importance, not just to you, but to your children and grandchildren, too. It's called There Goes Our Money. And you'll find out at last how the federal government manages to spend $1.5 trillion a year, with much, much more to come. I'll be talking with a variety of Americans.